I've had people online and in my workshops ask me how I feel about the concept of soul ties, so let's talk about it. Here's the first surprise. Most spiritualists or witches that I've come across don't even realize that they're using a term that spawned directly out of modern Christianity. That's right, the phrase soul tie is a modern church invention that started showing up in Pentecostal and deliverance circles in and around the 1970s as a way to explain lingering emotional or sexual bonds. Pastors would pull language from verses like Genesis 2:24 and 1 Corinthians 6:16 because those scriptures described deep attachment and covenant, but the Bible itself never uses the term soul tie. Christians actually coined it as shorthand for unhealthy connections. And then from there, it spread to self-help books and church conferences popularized the phrase. And then eventually it drifted into New Age and witchy spaces. And that's where it blended with older ideas about cord cutting and energetic bonds. Witches and energy workers already had language for cords and auras and attachments. So the Christian phrase stuck, even though the framing changed. Because when Christians talk about soul ties, they treat it like a problem, right? In church circles, it's framed as proof of sin or sexual immorality. Essentially, it's something unhealthy that needs to be broken through prayer and repentance with Jesus cutting the tie. But when real witches or real energy workers use the phrase, the meaning is completely different because we see it as an energetic connection, something that naturally forms through intimacy or shared experience. It isn't something that's automatically bad. Sometimes you nurture it, and sometimes you cut it with cord cutting rituals or cleansing, right? There is no moral shame that's attached to it. It's just basic energy hygiene. So if you come across a witch who is preaching about how negative or forever lasting a soul tie is, remember that they're echoing Christian framework, one that grew out of a culture of fear and control. Never forget that you get to decide for yourself if that's information that you want to take in and believe. And honestly, this is exactly why I spend as much time as I do trying to learn the roots and concepts behind anything that I use or come across, because knowing the origin gives you the power to decide how or if you even want to work with it, right? Energetic bonds are real and ancient. The word soul tie is not, and the meaning you give it will always and should always come down to your own personal beliefs.